Hello and welcome to the Philippines. In this video I'm taking a motorbike trip from uptown Cebu City over to Mandaue City to visit a friend who had been in the hospital. And I'm going to point out a number of things, cover a number of topics. This is one of those busy intersections, no traffic controls, but it works. Velez Hospital, there to the left, and Velez Medical Center, I believe, the next building over. I'm going to point out a number of places along the way. City Clow, new condominium going up there. I need to get in do a video there. Horizon 101, the tallest condominium outside of Metro Manila, I believe, right on Mango Avenue. And what we do is we're going to take a right turn there and go up to the corner, take a left, and when I first came here, you can see some infrastructure going on here. They're putting in some drainage, new drainage pipe, and I believe fiber optic and other lines there. Got a little, like a strip mall there. There again, City Clow to the right, and the next building to the left is Queensland Manor. I lived there for over a year, and I've done a number of videos there. Spianata Condominiums, just straight ahead there. I've done a video there. And for those of you who don't know, I've been doing videos since 2015, got over 1,000 videos, do a lot of videos about real estate condominiums. What do you get? What do they rent for? What do they sell for? Primarily around Cebu City metropolitan area, but I've been over to Iloilo and Bacolod City, Bohol, and Siquijor. I've done travel videos, cost of living videos. So check out my other videos if you will. Thumbs up always helps, even thumbs down if you don't like the videos, don't find them useful. There are ways to support the channel. I list the first comment of every video. I put links to Buy Me a Coffee, to PayPal, to and to what's the other one? There's another one down there anyway, and as well as my email address. And I certainly appreciate those who can and do offer a little support to the channel. It all helps, all costs money. We're on what many people call Mango Avenue, and the official name, I think it was changed back in World War II time period, is General Maxilome Avenue, but most people still call it that building, taller building to the right there is City Lofts Condominiums, owned by Crown Regency, but for some reason there's issues with the permits, and nobody is, from my understanding, nobody has moved in there yet. So if you bought a condo there, you're just kind of waiting on some technicalities, I guess. And up this street here, we're going up towards Ayala Mall. And you can see from the traffic, it's pretty chaotic. I could drive here, but I choose not to most of the time. I've got a motorbike now, a Hsbc 250, and I'll take it occasionally. I'll take it out of town, and I hope to do a trip out of town here in the coming weeks. The risk classifications, what they call for the various areas, cities, towns, regions here in the Philippines in regard to the virus. They did not make the IETF, the agency in charge of all that, they did not make their decision on time, which is usually the 15th and 30th, so they say they're going to come out with that information on Monday. And there has been an increase in cases. Most are mild or asymptomatic, as they are all over the world pretty much. I have not seen anything in the news, and I do every morning. I check several newspapers here in the Philippines, news sources online, try to find out if there's any hints that they're going to open up the country further. And at the present time, I have not found any anymore. We've inaugurated a new president and his administration in very recently, and so we're just going to have to wait and see what his experts think about the situation. I've heard one person comment, there's no way we're going back into lockdowns. There was too much damage done to the economy, to people's livelihoods. not even counting the tens of thousands of deaths that resulted from the lockdowns and not the actual virus. Coming into Cebu Business District here, you got a new Lucima. I will do a video about this place on the right. They're building new Lucima. You've got Solinia Condominiums just to the left. You've got Park Point there right in the center. And Elco's just way over to the left there. And I'm stopping in here. There's Hsbc Bank down here. There again, there's the new Lucima going up. And I've done a video many months ago. Another condominium down there. I forget the name of that right now. But there's Hsbc Bank there on the corner, just down from Rustin's Mall. Not Rustin's, Ayala Mall, where Rustin's is one of the grocery stores, department stores, and there's Ayala Mall there. And they allow you to take out with a foreign credit card up to 40,000 pesos per transaction. So I go in there because many banks only allow 10,000 per withdrawal. I think BPI allows 20,000. And anyway, we're back on the road, headed over to Mandaue. Got City Sports right to the right, very high-end sports club, event club. They hold big high-end weddings there. Some presidential debates were held there in the past. But I think you need to be referred to get membership there, not absolutely. I have tried to get an invitation to go in there and do a video, but that hasn't worked out so far. Anyway, we're still in Cebu Business Park, which is owned by Ayala. They've got their own police force, their security and police force. And it is indeed a business park. You can see all the nice big buildings there. That tall condominium there, that is newer. That is Taft Eastgate. And I've done a video many years ago in there, as a matter of fact, in their model units. And I should do another one soon. That's going to be a 3 or 4 tower complex eventually. And it was delayed a bit, and then it has been going up very rapidly. Very nice location, close to Ayala Mall. Right across the street from Landers Superstore. Landers and S&R are like Costco's in much of the rest of the world, even handling a lot of their products, Kirkland products. Anyway, this is a multi-use building, Taft Eastgate, this whole area over here. And there's the Landers Superstore over there. I shop at S&R. S&R is a little larger, has more of the types of items that I prefer, but Landers has, in fact, last time I was in Landers, I ended up buying Kirkland brand that usually is at S&R. S&R was out of that particular thing, and I found it in Landers, so interesting. Taft Eastgate, you got an S&R pizza place there, and you've got a coffee house there, some pretty good coffee and tea house. This traffic light here, if you take a right, you will run into SM Mall, Cebu City. If you take a left, it will take you up towards IT Park area. I lived right next to IT Park for the first couple of years, rented 2 different condominiums up there. I've lived here about 7 years and been in 6 different condominiums. I usually moved because of the noise, try to get away from some noise, and other times just to move up. There's an Acer. I've got an Acer laptop, and I used the service center there. I had some issues with my Acer, and they were able to replace the part that I needed. Coming up to, we're on Kebahog Street. I've done a video in one of the condominiums in this building. Forget the name of the building. Meso Hotel over there. You've got Castle Peak right here. Aurora back in the back here, Castle Peak Hotel. Some of you have stayed there. They've got a bar, I think, up on the 9th floor, interesting place. Aurora, I almost rented a place in Aurora. It's an older condominium. And Strawberry Residences, Red Doors is a marketing company. You'll see more and more, you'll see red doors on a lot of these places. And this is Sarosa Hotel, International Hotel and Residences, I believe it's called. And I've done videos there of their hotels rooms as well as their condominiums. They rent out a few condominiums. So worth checking out my videos there. And come up here, there are additional condominiums up ahead of us. There's a Shakey's Pizza, there's a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I think I saw there was a and a lot of down these side streets, like off to the left, you will find a number of bars and food courts. You got Bonifacio, little strip mall there. There used to be a Greenwich pizza place here. Looks like they closed, but you've got a Burger King, you've got a Jollibee, and a number of these buildings. There again, down each one of these little streets, alleyways, you'll find food establishments, restaurants, KFC there, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Tall building straight ahead of us is Cityscape Condominium. Almost all studios, unless somebody bought 2 studios and combined them, which some people do. And the green condominiums right there, I lived there for over a year, I think, and that is Bamboo Bay Condominiums, Bamboo Bay Community, they call it. There again, the building right beside me here on the left, Cityscape. They've got a Cityscape condominium over on the side street just off of Mango Square area. And I think they're involved in another big project near Ayala Mall. Also another condominium. And then the hotel right in front of me there to the right is Elpa Hotel. This is another busy intersection. We're on Cabahog Street. We're going to take a left on Hernan Cortez Street. And it's 4-lane part of the way. If you take a right, it will take you right down to SM Mall. If you go straight ahead, it will take you directly into the gate going into a housing subdivision. And I've done a video in there, but I don't remember the name of it just offhand. And we're going to take a left on Hernan Cortez. My friend lives on Hernan Cortez. We're going to go past, is it F Fortuna Avenue, which goes right in front of J Center Mall, where immigration is in Mandaue City as well. Now, we have just entered into Mandaue City. We have a traffic enforcer out there giving directions at the present time. That's the holdup. Usually, most of the time, I think there is no traffic signal or anything, or traffic enforcer out there. And people just go. One side sticks their nose out, and the other side gives away for a while, and then the other side sticks their nose out. And it works. It seems to work actually very efficiently. And this is a very busy street. I've heard they're going to expand it, but how do you expand something with so much going on both sides of a narrow street like this? And Filipinos will turn a 2-lane road into a 3-lane road, or even a 4-lane road. They share the road literally. And there are times this will get very busy. This was a Thursday, actually. There's some apartments right there to the right. And that's how you can find the cheaper places. Pick a neighborhood you might think you want to live in and just walk down the street, look for handwritten signs or printed banners. A lot of this stuff you will not find online. Ask the people in the neighborhood about places for rent. And to the left back there a ways, there was another, take a left, and there was another housing development down in there. So they're kind of hidden away. Kind of an industrial, mixed industrial, commercial area along here. But how do you'd have to buy up an awful lot of property. And here you have Mandaue Foam. They've got a number of places here in town, probably and around the Philippines. They manufacture some furniture. And I bought, in fact, I bought my favorite pillow there that was on special, 800 pesos, 16 bucks. I think there's another furniture place there called the Furniture City. And Deca Homes, was that right back there as well? Now here's a nightclub called Ole's, O-L-E, apostrophe S. And I've been in there a couple times when it had a different name. What was the other name? I can't think of it right now, but now it is Ole's. And I've been told they've got the same band, really great trumpet player, or saxophone player. Kind of a, I don't know, call it a dance club, a jazz dance, more like a dance. People like to dance. There's a dance floor there. Worth checking out anyway. Ole's. You know, where I grew up in Minnesota, and I think Wisconsin is known for the most neighborhood bars, the most bars per capita. Not sure if that's still the true or not. But it was very easy to go into even a small town or city, and I'm exaggerating to say that there's a bar on every corner. It's not quite true, but there are a lot of neighborhood bars, and then you go into different districts of different cities and towns. There's a bunch of different bars, entertainment venues. One thing I found here when I came to the Philippines is there aren't a lot of bars, population-wise, I guess, per capita. So you had to kind of search them out in the area that you're in, if that's your thing, if that's what you're looking for. And some bars here, quite a few of them, in fact, have bands. Bands seem to be a big thing, not just a neighborhood bar, but bars that bring in bands certain nights of the week. And yes, we drive on the sidewalk. We drive in the oncoming traffic lanes. There are not too many traffic laws that are obeyed here in the Philippines, and people do things that, they do things that would leave you a little uncomfortable, to say the least. Across the street there, you've got Metro grocery store. Go down that way to the right, you would hit J Center Mall, where immigration is. Older, smaller mall. My friend, who spent about 14 days in the hospital, and I stayed at the hospital for 12 of those days, lives up here, and he's recovering from his blood clot on his brain, which basically is a stroke. The blood clot has dissolved, but he's still having a rough time. He's having a rough time. Last trip, he opened his eyes and big smile. He recognized me right away. This time he did not recognize me at first. Took a while, but eventually I could tell that he recognized me, and he even answered a couple of questions. So he's got quite a ways to go with his recovery. And anyway, I'm going to end this video. He lives in a townhouse up here. I think some time back I did some videos up here. But really good deal, $15,000 a month for like a 2 or 3 bedroom, I think. And this is my driver. I see him often, and I use him often. And anyway, thanks for coming along. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.